Namaste and a very good morning to my dear students and everyone who's watching this video. I hope you all are fine. Okay, so children, I'm again here to continue our discussion on the topic memory and storage. Last time we have discussed what is memory and how computer memory is different from human memory. Then we have discussed that computer has two types of memory, that is internal memory and external memory. So we have already discussed about internal memory. There are again further two divisions, that is RAM and ROM. I hope you all are clear with this. Okay, so today we'll discuss about external memory, and there are various types of storage devices that are there in external, that are used for external storage. So to begin the discussion, I'm moving to presentation now, and you all can open page number 17 in your computer books. Okay, so children, let's understand what is external memory first. The external memory, that is also called secondary memory, is a type of memory which we use from outside, that we insert from outside, that is not fixed inside the CPU. The internal memory that we have discussed last time, that is RAM and ROM, that are inbuilt memories that are fixed inside the CPU. But now today we are discussing the external memory devices which we insert from outside. That's why they are called external memory. Now external memory is used to store information for longer period. So something you want to store for longer period, then we use external memory storage devices for that. The question arises here is, if we already have an internal memory, then why we need external memory? The answer is, the external memory is essential. It is important because the capacity of the internal memory, that is RAM and ROM of the computer, is having a limited storage capacity. So if you need to save huge amount of data, then we need to extend this internal memory, and that can be done by the help of external storage devices, right? So like in our daily lives, if we use various storage devices to keep our things, we use refrigerator, cupboard, bookshelf, school bag, other bags. So there are many type of storage devices available where we store our things. Same way, computer also use various type of storage devices to store data. The external devices that are available are hard disk, pen drive, CD, DVD, many are there. So we'll discuss few of them now. The first external storage device that we are going to discuss is hard disk. Now before hard disk, there is one term I have written on PPT, that is portable storage device. Portable means here the devices that can be easily moved or carried from one place to another. So all these external storage devices are portable also. So this is also a good benefit, that you can move these things easily with you. If you need the data to carry along, then you can use external storage devices. Now come to hard disk. Now hard disk is the main storage medium. So as you can see, two pictures are there. These two are hard disk only. In different format it comes. The first one, a little big one, this type of hard disk is fixed inside a CPU box. So the CPU cabinet is there. So if you use this type of hard disk, then you have to fix it, or the place is inside the CPU cabinet only. The other one, which is attached to the laptop, that can be plugged from outside it in a USB port. Now USB port is a universal serial port, that is where we use pen drives also. You attach external mouse also sometimes in the laptop. So in this port we can use hard disk as well. Now hard disk is made up of multiple disks, and data can be recorded on both sides. The first hard disk where you can see, because it's a open one shown, so there is a golden color disk is shown. So multiple disks are combined here to form this hard disk, and the data can be recorded on both the sides. So that's why they come with a good capacity of storage. I hope hard disk is clear. Okay, now move to the next external storage device. Now we'll discuss three storage device together, that is CD, DVD and Blu-ray disc, because they are very similar in looks and in working as well. You can see the picture is showing three types of disc. First is CD, center one is DVD and the blue color one is Blu-ray disc. Now what is the difference in these then? As per the chart shown on the PPT, you can see CD full form is compact disc and DVD full form is digital video disc, or it also called digital versatile disc. Then is Blu-ray disc. Now three of them are very similar in looks, but they vary in their storage capacity. The storage of the CD is minimum. It can store only up to 700 MBs of data. DVD can store up to 17 GB of data, and Blu-ray disc can store up to 50 GB of data. Then comes the size. As you can see in the image also, size is similar. 4.7 inches is the diameter for all of these. Then is recording. That can we record on both sides? As we said in the hard disk, that we can record on the both side of the disk which are there placed inside the hard disk. But there is a difference. CD single sided we can record. You can see, you must have seen that CDs come with one side very shining part and other side little dull. So the dull part is used to write the name or to label it, and the shining part is the one where we record. Now I will show you one picture also. See, this is a CD where the CD is revolving and the shining part you can see. So this side is where we record. But DVD and Blu-ray disc comes with both side recording option also. So that's why there is a good capacity for storage also. Okay, so these all are good, but according to the requirement that how much data you want to save, you can choose any one of these. Okay, so move to the next one. Just once we'll check that if we want to compare it in very simple terms, how we can compare these three. So one Blu-ray disc is equals to almost 5 to 6 DVDs. One disc storage capacity, in terms of storage capacity we are talking about. So if you buy one Blu-ray disc, the data which you can save in a one disc, that is equal to that you will need 5 DVDs to save that same data and 35 CDs to save that same data. Okay, so now I hope this is very clear that how they are different from each other in terms of storage capacity. Now let's move to the next one. Next is flash drive, and very commonly known as pen drive, and this is the most commonly used external storage device as well. See, there are many types of pen drives also there in market now. 3 I have shown. Now let's talk about pen drive. Few points that you need to remember is, first, it is also called plug and play device. As I told you about the USB port when we were discussing hard disk, so that USB port only we use to plug in our pen drive. Plug and play device means once you plug it, it automatically system detects that some device is connected and it plays. A pop-up appears on your screen that shows that some device is connected. What you want to do with it? You want to open it, you want to scan it, and then you do accordingly. Yes. Then it is very small in size, it is very lightweight, and you can easily remove it. Yes. So it is very easy to attach and remove. So it is easily portable also, and it is very small and light in weight, so it is easy to carry. It can store data up to 2 TB. Now the pen drives are coming with more data capacity as well, but 2 terabyte is also huge capacity. 1 terabyte equals to 1024 gigabytes. Now here again you need to refer that memory chart to check, right, that where that pen drive storage capacity stands. Okay, so now move to the next one. Next is memory card. Now you all know about memory cards. You can see the image shows the memory card comes in variety of sizes. Yes. The other picture shows that is a memory card reader and writer, which you use when you have to transfer your data from memory card to your computer system. Now storage medium, this is the memory card is basically a storage medium for mobiles, digital cameras and many music players also. These can be easily removed. You can easily remove from your mobile your memory card, from your digital cameras as well, and you can access on computer by using memory card reader, that is shown in the second picture. This is many types of other memory card readers also come. You just need to put your memory card inside that, and then you need to plug it with your system. Okay, now most of the laptops come with inbuilt card readers. So now the laptops comes where there is a space given for memory card also. You just need to directly place your memory card there, and then you can easily transfer the data from memory card to your laptop. Okay, I hope this all is clear with you. Yes. So this is all about this chapter, children. I hope you are clear with everything. Thank you so much.